The winner in this category is Audrey Mechtenberg. Sorry about that, guys. Before she reads her essay, her teacher, Elizabeth McGraw, will present her certificate.
For most children, it's a pretty big deal to say no to your parents. It's considered rebellious to skip your homework. People will gasp if you mouth off to a teacher. But really, these small acts of revolt are nothing compared to the actions some people in history took. These people believed in justice and equality and were not afraid to stand up to bullies. Not the elementary schoolyard type of bully, but huge groups of people who crushed anyone and everyone who stood in their way. Rosa Parks is an example of this. Rosa Parks stood up to a rude and inconsiderate white man who demanded her seat on the bus. She believed that people of color were no different, and she wasn't allowed to let anyone treat her as anything but equal. Even when the police came to arrest her, she stood her ground. Where most others would have gone cowering back in silence and allowed themselves to be pushed around and disrespected, Rosa Parks held her ground. Not only was this an amazing act of rebellion, but it was one of the first of its kind. Bullied and belittled people of color everywhere began to see hope. For once in their lives, it seemed possible that they would receive freedom. One by one, little by little, colored people across America rose up demanding equality. It's amazing how small of an act makes such a big impression. From stubbornly refusing to give up a seat on a bus, to the rebellions of colored people against white people. And finally, after a long and hard journey, equality was finally won. Even though many people today are still racist, the world is becoming more and more accepting. The only way we can keep advancing is if we all work together for a common goal and forget about our differences. Because in the end, it's not the color of our skin or religion we worship, the fact that we're all people that matters.